Hey Libra, welcome back to Distilled Tarot. My name's Shannon. I'll be guiding you through today's reading. This is our daily reading for July 4th, 2025. For those of you who are in the United States, I wish you all a safe, happy, fun holiday today. Let's see what's going on with Libra. At the heart of your reading, we have the High Priestess and the Queen of Pentacles reversed. So two strong feminine energies. One is focused on the lack of resources or keeping one's resources to themselves and not sharing to support their community or the others around them. And the High Priestess in reverse can mean either ignoring your intuition or not acting on it, or having a strong intuitive knowledge that something is coming and keeping it to yourself, not telling others. So this could be like a premonition of a shortage of resources, and so you're stocking up your own supplies, but you're not broadcasting it to others, you're not letting everyone know, because if you're expecting a shortage of resources, you want to plan for yourself and not have everyone come and try to take from you, perhaps. I'm not sure of your motivation. It could just as easily be like, well, if my intuition is wrong, I don't want to cause a panic, or I don't want people to tell me I'm the crazy lady. Whatever your reasoning is for keeping this to yourself, it feels like that's likely what Spirit is talking about here. Your challenge is the Devil and the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. I am picking up on the message here that there's some external force that you're intuitively picking up on, correctly so, that is looking to knock you off your game or keep you from achieving financial success or stability, trying to take what's yours, perhaps. Some of you may have had some run-in with what's the word for that? Like a scammer or fraudster. I don't know if that's a silly word, but I think you know what I mean. Someone who is trying to trick you into giving them access to your money. That's one way of expressing the energy that I'm picking up on here. But if it's more so just like an intuitive hit that there's going to be some upcoming scarcity of resources, I think the big bad that's represented by that Devil card could just be like societal panic or some manipulation in the market. And I'm not predicting that. More so, I'm picking up on your energy and how you're going to be feeling about what's going on in your life. Let's see what Libra is focused on, making an important choice. Not really wanting to look at anyone that's around you at the moment. It really has this like, I'm going to keep my head down and just do what I know is right for me. Two of Swords character has the blinds on, that blindfold on. And I've heard some people say that they feel like this means like they're not seeing the reality of the situation, refusing to look at the truth. Not in touch with their emotions because they have their back to the water. There's a whole lot of imagery going on here in the card. Sometimes when I tap into the energy for a specific reading of the Two of Swords, I'm actually getting that rather than like look at what's going on around her, she blocks that out and she goes, or she or he goes within to determine whether this idea that they have is correct or that idea that they have is correct. It's discernment in spite of maybe confusing factors in their own reality. And let's say, like there was a few years ago when the grocery stores were depleted for a time, it can be this like, well, even though there's no signs of that going on now, I just have this sense that it's coming. So I'm not going to look at what's happening around me. I'm going to rely on my inner knowingness to make this choice. In the recent past, we have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, Death card in reverse at the bottom of the deck. Some major long-lasting energies that are echoing now through your current experience, having to do with nothing's like it was before, but here we go again. It's like you're having to go through similar energies in a similar pattern again, or maybe that's what you're sensing, like, oh, I've felt this before. I have an idea what this is going to be like because it felt like that other thing that happened before. I think that's all that needs to be said on that topic. I was just checking in with Spirit if there's any other messages that they wanted me to bring through. From your higher self perspective, one of the best things that's going to come out of this season of your life is represented by Seven of Cups energy, which is you really exploring what you want and why. Allowing yourself to dabble in different things, see how you feel about it, what it evokes within you. And I think specifically some things that you've held back from exploring because you were concerned that it would reflect poorly on you or it would bring out something negative within you. If you have the Devil and the Seven of Cups in the same reading, I think we might be touching on some topics of addiction or maybe addictive tendencies run in your family. Some sort of pattern of toxic behavior or sensing that potential. Like, you may have had an alcoholic uncle or a gambling addicted relative who mortgaged their house and spent their life savings, and they and their family had financial ruin because of it. And you're sensing something like that looming around you, and you're making an important choice because of that prior knowledge of bad things happening to people who give in to their addictive tendencies. In the near future, we have the Eight of Pentacles. This could just be you really focusing on work, getting very busy with whatever it is that you do on a daily basis, diving into the routine of life. It could mean getting a new job. Those of you looking for work, this bodes very well for that. The decision that you're making might be related to a job offer. If so, I think you're going to take the job. Something's going to surprise you that you don't see coming is either strong support from your partner or entering into a new relationship that you thought would not come to fruition. Maybe you thought they didn't feel the same way, but someone comes forward with an offer in love, Knight of Cups at the bottom of the deck there, and it looks like the feeling is mutual. Your hopes and fears are represented by the Hierophant. You definitely want to follow the rules or be seen by society as someone who does things the right way. I think sometimes you feel like that holds you back, or you're doing it just for show and you're not sure if that's genuinely what you want. Let's see the end result. We have the Knight of Pentacles, but he came out in such a way that makes me think that this isn't necessarily you committing to a long-term path right now. where slow and steady is going to win the race. You know that you're going to dive right in and get your hands dirty, so to speak, with doing the work immediately. It came out in such a way to me that indicates that this is future-based. So this might be you becoming, what's the right way to say this? Developing stronger convictions that you want to be more disciplined in life, or in some area of your life. Whether that's in general or regarding a specific effort or a specific goal that you have. But it's more like, when I want to aim for a certain goal, this is the approach that I'm going to take. This applying myself, being very disciplined and responsible. Yeah, and the advice is not to get going right away. The timing isn't right, or you're not aligned with the circumstances around you. Spirit is saying with the Chariot in reverse as advice, the time is not right, the energies aren't aligned. You might have the potential, like the opportunity, to get going on something, but you'd be better off waiting for aligned timing. I'll pull a clarifier to see if we can get you any more on that. Do you want to tell Libra anything more about this? King of Swords in reverse, Seven of Wands in reverse. I think if you were to get going now or sooner rather than waiting, it would be met with disagreement by other people who are witnessing what you're doing. The King of Swords in reverse can be someone who's very judgmental, doesn't have a lot of insight into what you're doing or why, but casts judgment nonetheless. And then the Seven of Wands in reverse can describe crossing boundaries, or you not having strong boundaries. So perhaps the waiting that Spirit is advising here is going to allow time for you to understand the boundaries that you need to set, learn how to do that, and you'll be better equipped to take on this effort or this journey in life. Either this person leaves your life, or you set strong boundaries and they can't interfere with your efforts the way that they would be able to now, because you're lacking the ability to uphold healthy boundaries. So Libra, I'm going to leave it there. I hope that helped. Have a good day, and I'll see you back tomorrow.